welcome to the Scottish Football Roundup. Here's a look at what's coming up this week. Ayr United bounced back with a convincing home win over Dunfermline Athletic. Late drama at the Rex as Dumbarton snatch all 3 points in a 5-goal thriller. And Martin Rennie's free kick steals the show as Clyde prevail at Stair Park. Neil Lennon's first assignment as Dunfermline Athletic boss saw him face off against Scott Brown's Ayr United side. The away team applying early pressure, but unable to find the target. Curtis Main has been a bright spark for Ayr United since joining the club on loan in January. The striker being picked out with an excellent cross, but struggling to find the target. Ayr United continued to have the brighter of the play throughout the first half. Another chance coming their way on 43 minutes as the ball broke for Connor McLennan. He forced home for 1-0. Ayr would continue to dominate after the break. A cross from the right being turned home by Main for what seemed to be 2-0. The striker though penalised for a foul on Kyle Benedictus. Chances kept on coming for Ayr. This one being gifted to them on a silver platter by Benedictus' misplaced pass. Jamie Murphy taking full advantage on 68 minutes. Much of the talk coming into this one surrounded Dunfermline's signing of Victor Wanyama. The midfielder coming off the bench at Somerset and finding himself in bother on 84 minutes when referee Ian Snedden blew his whistle for a handball. Wanyama's debut being cut short as he was shown a straight red card. Ayr United were excellent throughout this one and would create another opportunity in stoppage time. Ethan Walker with neat skills and a smart finish to make it 3. A big win for Ayr, who strengthened their promotion credentials.
Here is Easton. Cuts inside and fancies it on the left foot. It's dragged just wide. And he had Linus scrambling. And it comes from Bradley. And there's a free header from McGowan. And he knows it. Doherty venturing forward now. Easton moving it onto the left foot again, trying to find the opportunity to shoot! This time he's found the bottom corner. And he's finally made Aki's pay and puts Wraith Rovers in front. And what will Gaughan do here? Into the back post, free header, 2-0. It's Callum Fordyce, and it's far too easy for Wraith Rovers, who double their lead. Aki's just struggling to get going at all here, and it's 4-on-2. Easton finds Vaughan. It's cut back. Here's the chance. There's the third. And Aki's sinking without a trace here.
The rain was lashing down at Capello for this meeting between fellow playoff hopefuls. The away team with the first sight of goal inside the first minute. Logan Chalmers firing wide. Morton came into this one in excellent form, unbeaten in each of their last 4 league matches. The home team with some patient build-up play in and around the Thistle box, with Cameron Blues' eventual effort skewing off target. Into the second period, and things remain competitive across the park. Nathan Shaw trying his luck from range, but not troubling Lewis Baranowskis. Morton continued their strong start to the second period. Aaron Lyle with neat work from the left, with his curling strike well dealt with by the Thistle stopper. The home team were building momentum in search of the opener at Capello. Winger Shaw curling a ball into the area, which Budanowskis had to prevent from curling into the top corner. Partick Thistle came under pressure for large spells of this encounter, but their next chance would come from a 74th minute free kick. Daniel O'Reilly there to meet it and steer home for 1-0. Thistle grinding out a key win to move a step closer to clinching a playoff place. Let's have a look at how those results have affected the William Hill Championship table. Ayr United are up to second place, moving ahead of Livingston on goal difference, while Partick Thistle keeps 6 points between themselves and Raith Rovers, thanks to victory at Capello. Now into League One, where it was first versus second in Angus. League One's top two faced off at a windswept Gayfield, the home side having the game's first chance from a 7th minute free kick. Fraser Taylor picking out Aaron Muirhead to sweep home. Arbroath would win a free kick on 22 minutes after a lunging challenge from Aaron Darge. Cove striker Mitch Megginson picking up a yellow card for his protests to referee Lloyd Wilson. Arbroath had the upper hand in a first half of few clear-cut chances, but one excellent chance would fall to striker Andy Winter, who broke into the area and poked the ball wide. The home side would continue to create the better of the chances after the break. Ryan Dow being played in by a ball over the top, but the midfielder firing well over. And Dow would be involved again as Arbroath continued to push for a second. He set up Kieran McKechnie, only to be denied by the midriff of Nick Suman. Into added time, and Cove would be reduced to 10 men. Megginson being sent off for a second bookable offence, following a foul on Dow in the middle of the park. A narrow win for Arbroath to move 8 points clear at the top. Queens came into this one aiming to bolster their playoff aspirations. The game's first real chance though coming to Cali, with Keith Bray's header an easy gather for Ross Stewart. And the Cali teenager would soon be involved again. He was fouled on 24 minutes, with the quick free kick finding Alfie Stewart, whose well-placed strike found the bottom corner. But having gone one behind, Queens would begin to create chances of their own. Rhys Lyons crossed from the left-hand side just 5 minutes later, finding Jack Hanna, who levelled things up. The action was non-stop at Palmerston, with chances popping up for both sides. Ben Brannan's low cross finding Bray to score, but the offside flag being raised to deny the Cali winger. Into the second period, and the home team would make a bright start. 57 minutes on the clock, when Jordan Allen was played in behind, the striker's effort picking out the bottom corner. Adam Brooks started the season with the Cali Jags before making his switch to Palmerston. The attacker with positive play in the 68th minute and a fantastic finish for 3-1. It was a second half which belonged to the home side, with plenty of opportunities being created. Another arriving for Brooks in the 89th minute, who swept home his side's fourth. The Doonhamers with a statement win on home turf. Alloa's form has been inconsistent as of late, but the Wasps remain in with a good shout of reaching the playoffs. They found an opening on 22 minutes, with Luke Donnelly poking home the opener. After the break, Alloa would press hard to try and extend their lead. Josh Gentles with strong running on 48 minutes. He worked his way into the Suns' box and drew a foul. Penalty Alloa. It was captain Scott Taggart to take the spot kick. He stepped up, but blazed his effort well over the top. But the penalty drama wasn't quite done there. 69 minutes on the clock when Dumbarton worked their way into the Alloa box, with Carlo Pignatiello drawing a spot kick for the away team. Michael Ruth was on hand for Dumbarton. No mistake this time as he drew the Suns level. And Suns would have a chance to load the box from a free kick just 10 minutes later. Craig McGuffey's cross drifting towards goal, with it slipping through the gloves of PJ Morrison and into the net. Despite the disappointment of going behind, Alloa would battle back in search of an equaliser. The Wasps working the ball to Connor Salmon on 86 minutes, and the Irishman producing a spectacular strike. But late in the day, there would be one final chance. An added time corner kick finding Mark Durnan, with the Dumbarton man tucking home the winner. A feel-good win for Dumbarton on the road. Montrose travelled to Oakville View, hoping to build upon last weekend's win over Annan. A free kick on 25 minutes, being saved by Darren Jameson, but Callum Sandilands there to tuck home the rebound. It was an excellent start for the away side at Oakville View. They would have another big chance just 3 minutes later. Craig Whiten finding Owen Sturton, who doubled the Montrose advantage. Some of Montrose's football was excellent throughout the first half. They would be in again after smart play down the left, with a cutback finding Sandilands to make it 3 just before the break. Stenhousemuir had work to do after the break, with a free kick on 66 minutes leading to uncertainty in the Montrose box. The ball eventually breaking to Blair Alston, who pulled one back for the hosts. And the Warriors would use the momentum from their goal to get themselves right back into proceedings. Stenhousemuir with patient build-up play on 87 minutes, before Ewan O'Reilly picked out Matty Aitken to make it 3-2. But it was too little too late, as Montrose returned to Angus with the points. Kelty Hearts travelled to Gallowbank without a win in their last 4 league matches. Midfielder Liam Brown with some tidy work in midfield before unleashing a curling strike for 1-0 on 25 minutes. Annan would work hard to try and find an equaliser before the break. A free kick being worked wide to the left, with the cross finding the head of Tommy Muir, who went close. Muir continued to be Annan's key attacking threat after the break. The Gallowbankies this time working it wide to the right before finding the striker, who steered off target. But the home team would persist in search of an equalising goal. A corner kick on 75 minutes, finding Max Kilsby, who touched home at the back post. And set pieces would continue to be a key weapon for Annan to exploit. Another corner on 85 minutes, being nodded back across goal, with Luca Ross tapping home for 2-1. A big win for Annan as they battle to avoid the relegation playoff. Here's a look at the latest standings in the William Hill League One table. Arbroath are 8 points clear at the top after a narrow home win over second place Cove Rangers, while Queen of the South move up to 4th following a big win over Cally Thistle. Now into League 2, where East Fife welcomed playoff chasing Spartans. Spartans came into this encounter hoping to make it 3 away wins on the spin. The team from the capital with a bright start in Fife. Mark Stow setting up Jamie Dishington on 17 minutes, with the midfielder finding the net. And Spartans would be handed a golden opportunity to double their lead before the half. Duncan Nicholson pointing to the spot after Lewis Hunter was bundled to the ground. Penalty-taking duties were left to Blair Henderson, the striker wrong-footing Liam McFarlane to make it 2. East Fife had plenty of work to do after the break. They would work their first opportunity of the half on the 50-minute mark. A deep cross following a corner kick, finding Alan Troughton to touch home. The momentum had clearly shifted in favour of the home team. East Fife not hanging around and launching another attack just 3 minutes later. A low cross finding Michael McKenna unmarked to steer home at the back post. And the Fifers weren't settling for a share of the spoils. They would turn up the heat late on in search of a lead. McKenna with good work to find Conor McManus. His cross picked out Nathan Austin to make it 3-2 on 84 minutes. And having turned things around in their favour, East Fife kept pushing to find another goal and settle any nerves. Austin breaking into the Spartans' box just 4 minutes later, before twisting, turning and scoring for 4-2. A phenomenal turnaround from Dick Campbell's side.
Well, one last chance for Clyde.
Yeah. Oh, and he's getting... That's his first. Is that not his first?
It certainly wasn't a particularly kind of nasty looking challenge either.
Oof. keep. Oh, good for Darren Lang.
You get a wee touch through.
Oh, now,
Get the ball out.
now, oh,
Yep.
Dunlop with the Docker on his outside, plays him.
Busting a gut.
Maybe just too bit far out.
You can hit the cross. That's handball.
Oh.
Handball every day of the week, referee.
It's a penalty for
Yeah,
Sunrar.
took his time.
It's a penalty to Sunrar. A handball by one of the Clyde players. And Smart Russell goes up to take the penalty. There's a goal! Marky Russell, 1-0 for the Blues from the resultant penalty. So here we go.
You see there, straight away, five Clyde players into the Stranraer half.
Yeah, they're going for it, yep. Of course, that'll suit Stranraer, you know.
They've got to in this situation as well.
Yeah. Oh,
That's never a
referee.
foul.
It's a sending off as well. That's
He's played the ball in that situation. Where is he meant to put his leg after the tackle?
I know. Yeah, very, very poor for the referee.
Oh, straight in.
Yeah. Got to defend this right here.
To the back post. It's not away yet. It's in.
Goal for Clyde.
It's in.
Unbelievable. Rennie again. Absolutely unbelievable. I think you could say that is a smashing grab. 2 shots on target for Clyde, 2 goals. Absolute smashing grab.
Edinburgh City hoped to build upon last weekend's thrashing of East Fife when they travelled to Forth Bank. Winger Malik Zaid with an early effort which tested Derek Gaston. Conditions would worsen as the half wore on, with the rain lashing down on the turf. City with good work to find Tui Daramola in the box, who was eventually closed out by the Stirling defence. This would lead to the Beanos launching an attack of their own. Ryan Shanley's effort well saved by Mark Weir. And the Beanos would grow into the game as the first half wore on. Shanley sending James Graham in behind, who showed excellent composure to move away from his man and slot home the opener in 45 minutes. But the citizens would come out with a point to prove after the break. The away team with some slick play to break into the Stirling box. The ball eventually finding James Stokes to equalise on 47 minutes. Stirling though were up for the fight and would take advantage of some loose play at the back from City on 64 minutes. A miss kick from Weir being picked up by Shanley, whose deflected effort looped over the keeper for 2-1. Stirling keeping their slender playoff hopes alive with a big home win.
Here's Aiken. Good anticipation from the youngster. Now Porteous on the ball. He goes down. Rose play on though. It's going to be pulled back for a free kick and a good area for Rose. Dead ball situation. Not ideal for Rose given the conditions playing against them, but Lee Curry can conjure up some magic from this range. That's Lee Curry, and he forces a big save from Aidan Glavin. Rose is number 10, always a threat from that sort of range. Cammy Ross gets in front of Ross Draper there. Can't find a red and white shirt. Curry on the ball now. Martin Uke forward from Watson, round the corner for Ryan Porteous. He takes a nick in the box, carries on, and he forces a big save at Glavin at the near post. Good play from Porteous. Johnny Stewart might be hoping he went down in the box there, but Porteous carried on. And he forces a big save at Glavin. Now here come Elgin. Mark Gallagher on the ball. He sends it across looking for McIver, but McNeil's there to claim it in the air. Martinuk for Ferry, almost gets it to Cammy Ross. Lee Curry stands in the ball, falls over but keeps the ball and does even better to find Aiken. In steps the Elgin defence though. Here comes Golding, fresh off the bench, and Callum Conley does get a foot in, still Golding for Sargent, big save from McNeil, and it comes to Dejon Golding, and the substitute, whose first chance of the game, gets a big goal for Elgin City. McNeil saves the first one, Golding's there to prod it into an empty net, and Elgin with a massive goal.
The league leaders travel to Angus to take on a Forfar side scrapping to avoid the relegation playoff. Peterhead striker Kieran Shanks being shown a yellow card for a foul inside 3 minutes. And Shanks would find himself in hot water on the 11-minute mark when he was penalised for a challenge on Stuart Morrison. The second yellow being shown as Shanks saw red. Forfar hoped to take advantage of the extra man and would push for a lead before half-time. A chance falling to Russell McLean in the Peterhead box, but Stuart McKenzie making the save. Peterhead remained well in the game despite being a man light. The team with 10 men with some neat play to find Max Barry, whose shot didn't trouble Mark McCallum. The home side were desperate to find the opening goal after the break. A half chance coming to Nathan Cannon, whose effort was well caught by McKenzie as it ended 0-0 at Station Park. And finally, here's a look at the latest standings in William Hill League 2. Peterhead's goalless draw at Station Park keeps them 1 point ahead of East Fife at the top, while Clyde moved a huge step closer to safety with a dramatic win at Stair Park. That's all for this week. Join us next time for the Scottish Football Roundup.